Hey, welcome to Hello Still Garage, and today we're going to install the TAV30 torq-a-verter or torque converter on the Predator 212 engine. What's next is to get the torque converter on, which is going to face this direction, and get the engine mounted. Alright. So today we're going to install the TAV30 Chinese knockoff eBay torque-a-verter, torque converter, whatever you want to call it, on the Harbor Freight Predator 212 engine for one of the Trikes. So, because, like I said, because I have the engine behind the drive sprocket on the axle, and I'm using a torque converter versus just a clutch, I need to have my torque converter facing, the non-traditional way. So, but I tried one like this and it works fine. So we're gonna go ahead and install this one. All right. So what we got in the box is we got the cover, the belt, bag of hardware, the drive, back plate, and the driven already installed, and it has the number 40 chain sprocket already on it. So with the kit, the 4 bolts that hold the mounting plate on and the 1 bolt for the drive shaft, it seems like that's coarse thread, and it doesn't want to thread into the Predator 212 engine that I have, so the bolts are not going to work. So I picked up some. I picked up 4 bolts, and then a longer bolt for the drive shaft, and those are 5/16 24. So for the mounting plate, you need 5/16 24 1-inch, and then 2-inch for the drive shaft. Yeah, when I ordered this, I ordered with the number 40 chain sprocket. And it already came installed on there, and it also came with the number 35. So to install this, I mean, it's pretty simple. I mean, there's thousands of videos on YouTube on how to install the TAV30, but this one is mine. So real simple. We're gonna take and line this up. I'm going to get it up as high as I can and make sure you get it centered just right. I'm just going to put these loose because I'm going to put some lock washers on these. So on the back side we got the oil dipstick, but if you turn it enough, just like that one there, if you did it this way, you might have to clip that off, but on this side I turned it just enough where it's not hitting the back plate. So like I said, the bolts that came with it, they're more of a coarse thread, so they're not, I don't want to force them into the this plate here on the engine. So I went and got the 5/16 24 1-inch bolts, and they go right in, they're going nice. So I don't know if this mounting plate changed or whatever, because a lot of people just use the supplied bolts, but the ones that I got with it, they don't want to go in too easily. So I went to O'Reilly's and bought these. And they go in real nice. If you're going to use an impact driver, just make sure that you start them by hand so you don't cross thread anything. now I'm going to take and put on the supplied washer and the spacer. And and then this back plate for the belt for the drive. Basically this front pulley, we call it the front pulley, rear pulley. This is the drive, this is the driven. So this is back plate for the drive. Get that on, and that spacer keeps this plate from touching these bolts. And then your brass ring here, which the belt will ride on until it's engaged. Alright, so the belt, I doubt you can tell on the camera, but one side has a deep bevel in it, or angle on it, and the other side is just flat. So on these pulleys, you have one that's an angle and then one that's flat, like this side's flat. So you want to make sure that your angle side is out. And then stretch that over. Slide this on. Let's get the drive on. And then you got your cover. And then my 15/16 24 by 2-inch bolt. You also have this spacer here that's keyed. It's got to go in there. I'm going to put a washer on that too, a lock washer. Guess I could put some blue Loctite on there, but I'm not going to do that yet. Alright, so everything, we got the number 40 chain on there, we got our drive, we got our driven, and this is a 24 millimeter. I'll tighten it down there later. But yeah, that's basically putting the TAV30 on the Predator 212 engine. And like I said, you know, my engine is in the rear of the sprocket, and so I have to face the torque converter this way, which isn't a problem. I've tested one out like that. So, all right, so that TAV30 or torq-a-verter, torque converter for the Predator 212 engine, got this off eBay. I got 2 of them for, I think it was $106. You know, Chinese knockoff or a Comet knockoff, but they seem to work pretty good. I mean, time will tell. But that's basically installation of putting that on the Predator 212 engine real quick. You know, you got your 4 bolts, and then you just put it together. You know, if you need instruction, it doesn't come with any instructions. The eBay ones don't. So you can just look on YouTube or Google TAV30 instructions and figure out how to do it, or learn from this video. That's what you do. Alright, so if you like this video, click like and subscribe, and it's gonna line up just like that there. And that is just plenty of space. And the chain, we'll get that chain cut and installed, and that's basically how I'm going to run these. And it's going to work out beautifully.